Shut up.
All right. Welcome to the final round of the CBL National Championship Tournament this week in CBL. Ram, Luke, Chris, evil Chris, that is, by the good Chris. We had to punt the good Chris out of the tournament and bring the evil Chris to the final round. How you guys doing tonight?
Well, welcome to the only show where you can live watch a guy in a fantasy playoffs get miserable over his own bullpen. Am I right?
Shout out to Kurt, and I don't know who gave up that home run in the Tigers game. Hopefully, it wasn't Weaver.
It was Duvall that just gave up that.
All right, well, just Kurt then.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Luke Weaver. This is a Luke Weaver podcast.
You're right. It's not the sixth inning.
I hate Luke Weaver. No, I'm kidding. I hate Trent Grisham. Fuck that guy.
I don't get that hate, but that's fine. That's fine.
Uh-oh. What are we going to talk about, the Banana Cup? Luke, what happened in the Banana Cup?
Yeah, my team took a total dookie and just let Peter just steamroll me. You know, it was embarrassing. Like, it was just embarrassing from the Pirates. I don't know. I think we were equal in starts. I think I had more fab. I definitely had some better pickups than him throughout the week. And team just didn't want to show up. You know, they weren't in the national tournament. They weren't in the NIT, and they weren't feeling it. They weren't engaged. They weren't motivated, and it's fine. It's fine. We'll pick it up next year. We'll get that. We'll get the banana back. It's okay.
I for one, I think it's really gracious of you to have taken the fall there, because as we all know, he was going to have to mail it to you after buying it on Amazon. And due to current mail rates, it would have actually been cheaper for him to purchase a second banana to send to you on Amazon than ship the banana. So I thought it was really graceful the way that you decided to not incur Peter with some extra costs after his initial lack of line of thinking there. And I think
it would have been less expensive for him to fly down here and bring the banana here personally.
I think so too. Now I have to ask you, as somebody who was paying close attention to the banana for this Banana Cup, am I the only one who really did believe the banana was shrinking every time you took a photo of it? Because I thought the banana was getting smaller every time, and I see Chris nodding in the corner.
Peter's hands got bigger.
That's what I'm going to say. Either the banana was getting smaller, or Peter's eating good, because he got bigger within days.
In the neighborhood. He's been going to Applebee's.
I'm just saying, I felt like the banana was getting small. And for me, I just think it's a rough look. I mean, you know, we're creating this New Jersey Cup. We're creating something here. And the banana wasn't even engraved. You know, I'm all right here, Luke. I just feel like I think it's okay.
Peter has a tiny banana now. Like, what do you want me to tell you? It's just he's got a tiny banana in his possession, and that's cool.
It's just wrong.
It's just a legitimate question, Ash. Did you not feel also that the banana was getting smaller? I don't think it's a matter of perspective.
The Banana Republic?
There is no Banana Republic. It's all with Peter. He has all the bananas. But no, I mean, so and I don't know. Do we have some other matchups still going on this week for the hell of it? I know that your team is facing
I'm beating
Cal
Tony.
State. Yeah,
Tony, you're going down.
You're facing Cal State. UCF is facing Rhode Island. I did want to ask you, due to the way that this week is scheduled for Chris, does that mean everyone who's in these matchups this week is locked into a 2-week matchup?
I think so. Yeah, because the way Fantrax does it, I mean, I can't have two different things.
So is Rhode Island stuck with facing UCF, our NIT champion, for 2 weeks?
And UCF is winning.
Oh, he'll never let him. He'll never let that down.
God help me. Oh, the Banana King Donkey Kong himself has actually entered the show, so we can.
I just saw Peter's second comment. I'm surprised you guys didn't put that up there, but that's okay.
I like Pittsburgh. I'm fine with that.
I have the power. I can do it, but I'll choose not to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. Anyway, so I hear a lot of slander against this beautiful, beautiful golden banana. I would just
We
like
don't
to
need
say,
to hear about your banana, Peter.
no, we're all going to hear about my. We're all gather around. Let's hear about Rutgers golden
Whoa.
banana.
I just saw the Phillies Mets score. What is going on
Cool.
there?
Yeah, it's not like we have a whole. It's not like we have a whole nother show to talk about that on. Anyway, so Jesus Christ. All right. So listen, I pulled this whole New Jersey Cup thing out of my ass. And Ash, if anything, you
Is
should
that
be
where the
thanking
banana
me.
was?
No, it's I'm not flexible enough. Anyway,
I don't know if it's more of a question of flexibility, but go on.
What
if
is
anything,
going
Ash,
on?
you should be thanking me because I have just created a
Should be
whole new
thanking
way.
me.
Yes, I've created a whole new way for teams that are out of contention for the national tournament and the NIT to really feel engaged in this league, that they can form these interstate matchups. There's so many different other options. We could do like say you're not very good at maps.
Banana on the line.
Yeah, so you're not very good at maps. I mean, you could do like a Where's, Delaware as an example tournament, and the winner gets a trip to Delaware. You could figure out cool ways to make it fun and exciting for everyone.
What anyone ever wanted was a trip to Delaware. Like that's the sweepstakes we've all been
That's the
looking for.
punishment, right? That's the punishment, right? That's not the.
Delaware's the first state. A lot of important history has happened there.
Forgotten,
the Delaware's own owner decided to leave. That's how bad Delaware is.
No,
Yeah.
Delaware's owner left because of the
Matt,
the
we've got to
implications.
get you back in the league.
Can we lock? Can I? You know what? I'm serious. Like we're gonna boycott the season if Delaware doesn't come back.
A lockout.
I know that doesn't mean much to the league if Seton Hall boycotts, but
well, it would listen. If you boycotted, then I am the 2026 Banana Cup champion as well.
No,
so.
if I boycott, the Big East gets worse because I'm not handing out wins to everybody throughout the season.
I hate it because then the Big East also loses their commissioner, and that kind of forces me into a role.
No. I'm not boycotting being commissioner. I'm just boycotting.
Okay, good.
I'm just
I just
boycotting
wanted
my
to make
games.
sure.
Yeah.
I needed to make sure because, I didn't know if I could fill the large shoes that you have left as the Big East commissioner.
Whoa! Who said you're second in command? I mean, it clearly goes to Rhode Island after you, after me. Rhode Island.
Do you really want the commissioner to be a guy whose username is unimaginative fucks? Do you really want the king of?
Okay, your commissioner's name is not Jeff, so the bar is pretty fucking low.
I hate to break it to you, but legally you are not Jeff. You've never been Jeff. There's never been a moment in your life when you've been Jeff. You've been telling the truth the whole time. You've never been Jeff.
I'm just the Luke Island Railroad, baby. Like, let's go.
That's what I mean. God, I feel like I got to go back and see if I can find the Udell statement so I could bring it up because I wouldn't mind. We have a little time, so I don't want to. Oh, I want to bring that up. I also want to bring up the video preview if I can. I'll see if I can get that together because that would be a good way to transition into actually talking about the finals. But
I sent you the video. It's in your DMs.
Sliding into your DMs, huh?
It is. Is it in my DMs?
Oh, he didn't get it.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I don't have it, and you did this twice before.
No, I definitely sent it to you. Like it's there.
I don't want the video of Peter's banana.
Wow,
I need the video from.
Why didn't we get?
I just got out of the pool.
Hey, listen, this is a podcast that probably knows about shrinkage, right? I'm sure that everyone here knows of. I'm sure everyone here knows about shrinkage, right?
Never.
Come on, Jerry. One of you guys got to know about shrinkage. Do you think the people who are fans of Seton Hall and Rutgers know about shrinkage?
Not a Seton Hall. Nope.
Also, you absolutely didn't send me the video. I just want to be very clear about this. I know. I just really. I'm not even bothering looking because I know you didn't send it to me.
So why didn't we get third place match set up between Penn State and Cal?
We actually should have done that.
I thought we had already said we were going to, but I didn't see anybody ask for it post elimination game.
Well, both men are managing things. I mean, I know Cal's got his own stuff going on, and Penn State just had the kid. Yeah, so they're both. Maybe they just the third place game. It doesn't mean as much to them as it might to you in the American, Chris. You know, where things mean a little bit.
Oh
more.
no, don't worry. Third place isn't something that's in my vocabulary this year. So
Neither is Delaware, but that's okay.
I thought you were going to say neither is conference champion because I would have laughed really hard if you told him that. That would have actually been. Because I mean, he gets to say he's in the Natty. He's got something over on the rest of us. So you've got to take the shots where you can, right?
Did you guys know that Ram won the Big East championship?
Does that mean that he's the commissioner next year? Is that how that works?
is that how that works?
Does it mean I'm the commissioner?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm putting Stu in charge. Actually, Stu is third, John is fourth.
Oh, Peter, your boy just got a hit.
And that's a picture representation of what happened over the week.
Why is Rutgers rubbing Seton Hall's nose like that? Like that's very
It's rubbing your nose in it.
It's very suggestive.
It's rubbing your nose in it. Rubbing your banana.
Yeah, oh, you're rubbing something.
Yeah.
That's where the banana came from.
Yep. Oh yeah. Have we gone off the rails yet?
Absolutely.
When were
Did
on the rails?
we start on the rails?
I know.
Look, we know if we know one thing about the Luke Island Railroad is that it's not on the rails, baby.
It's
That's the
never
one
on the
thing
rails.
we know about the Luke Island Railroad. God help me. Anyway, let me try to get this video together here as you guys entertain yourselves.
Ash, I see that you joined another server. Welcome.
I was just gonna say, are any who all is in Ken's league?
I'm in. Unfortunately, not Chris is also in, and I don't know why he chose that to just further confuse everyone.
I don't think it's clear. He's not Chris.
I'm not Chris. I didn't want people to think that I was Chris. I think that's fair.
Oh my God, this one guy that ghosted on us. You know the shoot, what team did he take over?
Please tell me it's the Iowa owner because I have personal beef.
No.
Never gonna let.
Oh yeah, the guy that took over Iowa in the middle of the season, then like ghosted on us.
Yeah, the guy that didn't help. That I had to call you. To
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
He's in here.
Kill him.
Oh no! Kill! Whoa!
The intro thing is long.
Can you roll a d20, please?
It's
You
not
got
that. Ash, it's really not that long.
It's a lot.
What, the Constitution?
I joined that league so long ago
the
that I no
intro
longer
thing.
remember.
Like, well, you gotta. What is your name? What team do you root for?
Just copy mine.
That's like a lot.
Graham, do you need the video?
No, I have the video. I was
I
actually.
can DM it to you if you want.
I know you can, but you won't. So
I will DM it to you if you need it. So
no, I haven't. I'm actually just working on screenshotting the UDEL message as well because I do think it's worthy of giving his statement.
Bros posted in the Discord like 5 times, and they're the 5 funniest messages.
absolutely,
in the Discord.
just doesn't miss.
No, especially in conference championships.
He did miss in the national tournament, though. So there's that.
Yeah, but he completed his task where
You know what? I'll give him this. If I end up winning, right, in 2 weeks' time, he can say he beat the national champion, and that's his own. That's its own flex. So,
who else did you lost one game in the regular season?
I
right?
lost twice. I lost to USF. I lost to Marshall.
It was USF, Marshall, and then so those are only 3 losses all season, regardless
USF,
of
Marshall, and Delaware. Yeah.
you have beef. You have beef with USF right now.
This is a college football podcast, Luke. Okay.
Just for I guess keeping up with Discord appearances, do you know where those other 2 schools are located?
Which other 2 schools?
The other 2 schools.
He's asking me if I know where USF is. So
yeah, do you?
Are you serious?
I mean,
And do you know where Marshall is?
Even for me, that's a giveaway. I couldn't tell you where Marshall is at all.
you know what?
Virginia.
I said this before, and
No,
I
it's
don't know
not.
if anyone paid
No?
attention.
Where
USF
is it?
isn't even in South Florida.
It's in
So-
West
Yes.
Virginia.
I actually remember your speech
Where?
on USF not being
West
in South
Virginia.
Florida.
Huntington, West Virginia specifically.
I just said it was in West Virginia.
No, you said Virginia.
No, I said what? Play the tape back. I said West Virginia. Get out of here.
You
Hold
definitely
on.
said Virginia.
I just rewinded the tape and you said Virginia.
Get out of here.
No, I literally just went back 10 seconds on YouTube and you said Virginia.
Okay, all right. You know what? You're 15th in line at Big East Commissioner.
That's
Damn.
fine.
Am I
That's
14th?
perfectly fine.
Yes,
It's
Peter, and Chris are ahead of you.
Good.
For succession as Big East Commissioner.
I would make
Good.
horrible commissioner.
No, you didn't. You know
That
you
being
are
said-
the commissioner of the American
That
Conference.
being said, you also did definitely just hit Virginia. I want to be very clear. Like,
You know
there's
what?
undeniable proof.
I'm going to do a thing that I never do, and I'm actually going to go back and watch the show to this exact point.
And then you're going to see that you said Virginia.
Yeah, no, I know we can be a little bit silly and fun sometimes and stretch the truth, but you absolutely said Virginia.
Okay.
I went back to check for
You guys are gonna feel really stupid when I go back.
Were you
and
going
find
to
that I
edit
said
yourself in, like, post a video next week where you're like,
Yep,
man, I
yep.
said West
I said West Virginia.
Yeah,
Do you know what's
like-
actually?
It's gonna show up. It's gonna show up on the New York Power Hour, and you guys are gonna feel really stupid.
Do you want to know what's actually what it might have actually happened? His video cut out, like he cut out when he was saying West, so he's gonna play it back and he's just gonna hear Virginia, and then he's gonna feel very silly.
Oh my god! Can you?
No, the more likely thing is that he just didn't say West Virginia and he said Virginia.
Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Huntington, Virginia.
Oh man! So
This
we
is
just
Huntington,
ran.
Virginia, or Huntington, West Virginia?
Huntington, West Virginia.
Okay, cool. I just need to make sure because apparently there's a distinction.
It's like middle of nowhere, too.
Yeah, that's just West Virginia.
Damn, I
What's
forgot
worse,
the-
West Virginia or Ohio?
I've never been to West Virginia, so I'm gonna say Ohio.
Yeah, but
They're both
Ohio
pretty bad.
has some good theme parks.
That's true.
Yeah, but it also has the Ohio State, which kind of nulls and voids that one.
Hey, but it's got Kent State.
Oh, Kent State sucks.
I have to apparently
And it's got
two-part-
Xavier. Like, who gives a fuck about Xavier?
Whoa, language.
And Toledo.
Go Bearcats.
Do we not like Xavier?
No, we don't like Xavier. They're rivals to the Bearcats.
What are the Bearcats?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
What is a Bearcat? Like,
It's a
is
cat
it,
that's
bear.
also a bear.
is
it's
it
a-
like an affront against science, or do
It's-
like
it's
Bearcats
a furry.
actually exist?
Bear that wears
Actually exists. Here, I'll find the link.
Oh, it's a furry?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
furry.
furry. It's an Andrew
Oh.
McCutcheon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an Andrew McCutcheon. No, he's not a furry. He just appreciates
Just
furry.
Cincinnati.
Exactly.
The
It's just
Cincinnati
it's an
furries.
appreciation. It's appreciation for furries is what Bearcats is.
Is the Cincinnati Furries like an okay team name? Like, is that a thing?
If anything, it should be the Pittsburgh furries.
Pittsburgh Furries?
Yeah.
No, they're the Pirates, like Seton Hall. Oh, I did get the Udell statement up, but I had to break it into two parts because it's so fucking long. So let's
This is a Bearcat.
Oh. go ahead. You can go to your great
This-
timing on it.
Elite podcasting, guys. Elite.
There we
Yeah,
go.
this is a Bearcat.
That doesn't
That does not say
says-
Bearcat.
that
That
says
says a Binturong.
Binturong.
But if you read, it says also known as the Bearcat.
Well,
Yeah, but
I
like
can't
to
read,
who?
so
Huh?
It doesn't even live in Cincinnati. Like, why did they call themselves the Bearcats?
Yeah.
I'm
Do
sure
lions
it's in-
live in Detroit?
It's in Western Polynesia.
yeah, there's lions that live in Detroit. Have you ever heard of a fucking zoo?
When
Why
did
did
Detroit?
you-
When did
I
Detroit
was
come in
learning.
here?
I was
Why are we
learning.
talking
Where did
about
the-
Detroit?
Where did the Bearcat thing go? I was learning shit. Why do we
Yeah.
take it away?
I'll send
this
it
is
to you on
interesting.
Discord.
Listen, this is not an educational podcast, right? Okay, stay dumb.
If your IQ is getting higher from this podcast, we need to have a talk.
There's just no shot.
Believe me, you guys have
We
worked
need a
really
more-
hard to
we
make
need a
sure
more
that doesn't
active
happen.
Cincinnati Bearcats owner.
Actively, it's the hardest I've ever worked.
God help me. All right, so here's the beginning of Udell's statement as he might have moved out here. The school will still be available. He says you can have the school, but this coach is
Take your
retired.
hat off. Show respect.
Yeah, statement from the former head coach of the Delaware
too,
Fighting Blue Hens, the first and only American Conference champions. Apparently, the time has come to hang up my headset. I'm proud of what the Fighting Blue Hens accomplished this season. I can remember at least half of the games for which I was present, and I am proud of the few memories that I have the mental capacity to retain for a lifetime. After careful reflection, I have decided to retire from CBL with the following records intact. One of 8 NCAA Elite 8 participants, the only team to beat the Columbia Lions twice in the same season. What a bunch of pussies. First and only American Conference Tournament champion. One may wonder why leave a sport when you're at the pinnacle of existence. Well, quite frankly, I took so much money from boosters this year that I bought a lake house, boat, and a lifetime supply of my favorite tasteless light beer that I can fish and drink every day for the next 30 years. If I happen to run out before Putin bombs the shit out of us or ice mistakes me for an alien lake monster, maybe I'll pull a Belichick and come back to coaching. I hear co-ed fishing isn't half bad when you head a little further south. He continues, by the way, into the next statement. Ignore the laughing emojis from our peanut gallery. No. Also, you go out on top. Barry Sanders is the greatest back of all time. We will never know what records he could have held over the course of a full career. No one cares that he wasn't on top because the Lions are a wasted franchise. Emmitt Smith's rotting corpse became the leading all-time rusher, and no one is running around in his Cardinals jersey today. I'm writing this in between shots of Poland Spring vodka, so please bear with me. The point is that you embrace the good times and don't worry about what could have been. It's time for one of the other 127 owners to be the faces of the CBL. Yes, you heard me. Chris, all of you. Dave, there has to be a few out there. And Ram, who now wants to be named after a lame sheep mascot. Maybe the next UDEL coach will continue the tradition of giving the Blue Chickens a voice. Step up and be heard, excite the community, embrace the heel roll, and live your best CBL life. Finally, to set the record straight, a keg burpee, if one does exist, is a reward and not a punishment. Coach. So a very beautiful sentiment there, I think, from UDEL. Very, very special thing that they decided to share with us. And I for one, if we're at a position where we can't if we can't see any more out of them, I am happy that that's what we're gonna get.
Can I ask, could you ever imagine like a baseball manager in the dugout with a headset on? Like that's like he starts off with, I'm taking my headset off and I'm still trying to like envision like a baseball coach with the headset on.
I would do it. At
I
that
know,
point, I know you would.
We've
already got pitch comm, so I kind of want it to be that now, where like instead of just like pitch comming in, you're just calling plays like that. Like you've got a fake play sheet up.
They grab the telephone to listen to see if they should review. Right, he just has the headset on ready.
Have the headset on all the time, and just so you have the review guys screaming like, "Review it, go ahead, challenge it." They're gonna need that when ABS comes in and you got to challenge a ball or strike. You've got to have a guy look at every pitch.
Sure.
Oh no, they threw Luke Weaver out. Oh God.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's not pretty.
It's not. He has no outs, runners at first and third, and he's about to walk Riley Green. So
yep.
All right, so everything in New York sports sucks right now, so we can skip the New York sports hour. But
sounds good to me.
God,
at least your team's gonna make the playoffs.
Are they?
Yes, they are. Stop it.
What are you talking about? They're up by like 2.5 games.
Yes, and they haven't won. Listen, we'll get to it in the New York Power Hour. Get into it. We'll get into it then.
Let's cover it now and then just cut it.
Not have to go through a full hour of that.
Hell yeah! So only 3 other teams have a worse record than the New York Mets in the last like 3 months.
Is one of them the Colorado Rockies?
Yes. One of them is the Rockies.
God,
they're just unlucky. They're just unlucky.
The other one is I know the Nationals are one of them, and I forget the third.
All right, since we're still on CBL, to keep this somewhat on the rails, I have the video that Luke so graciously did not DM me, and I'm gonna put it up. So watch your volume, folks, because it might come up kind of loud. But I will pull up this video here in a moment.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys.
After months of battles, across 8 conferences, 128 teams began this journey, and only 2 remain. This is it, the moment we've been waiting for. the 2025 inaugural CBL championship game. Northern Colorado Bears, the pride of the West Coast Conference, led by their fearless captain Lee. Built on raw power and unshakable resilience, this team has roared through every challenge. They are the underdogs turned giants, and now they carry the hopes of the West into the final showdown. From the heart of Miami, the FIU Panthers, managed by the relentless evil Chris, stormed through the American Conference and clawed their way to glory. With an offense that punishes mistakes and a defense that never blinks, FIU has become the villain of this tournament, ruthless, fearless, and ready to take what they believe is theirs. This isn't just a game. It's a two-week war for supremacy. Every inning matters. Every pitch, every swing, every roar of the crowd will echo through history. Evil Chris versus Lee. The villain versus the fighter. The American versus the West Coast. The Panthers versus the Bears. Only one team will walk away as the first ever CBL national champion. Will it be the Panthers of FIU, clawing their way to immortal glory? Or will the Northern Colorado Bears rise up and shock the nation? One thing's for sure. This battle will be remembered forever.
Welcome to the absolutely epic 2025 inaugural CBL National Championship. It's FIU versus Northern Colorado, and you better believe the stakes are sky high. Let the ultimate showdown commence. This is going to be one hell of a battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
That's pretty sick.
Phenomenal. I love how the CBL turns British at the end. Just
I have so much. I didn't want to watch it before the show because I wanted to see it like live and actually.
Yep.
So first off, as much as with all the love and respect to Chris, I do think it's really funny that the FIU video makes them look like a bunch of dorks. Like at one point, the guy just like held up like a piece of like bread. And he was just like phoning home with like wheat bread. And I know that must mean something somewhere, but I'm very puzzled as to why he just like, like phoned home with bread. That being said, on top of that, you getting the Evil Empire theme, I think is great because he was like, let's just lean into this. Like, let's just make him the Evil Empire. And the guys are just sitting there like willingly like, yes, we're evil. Everyone hates us. Bring it to us. Like they're waiting for the Evil Empire theme. And I thought that was fun. And then on the flip side, he shows Northern Colorado and it's just all fundamentals, all business, all like guys making clean plays. I feel like your own video package there, Chris, like he's trying to send a message, right? He's trying to go out there and say like, look at these guys, the good guys, fundamentals. He put like sepia tone over their baseball highlights. They've been doing this for a while, right? And you guys are like, they're like hugging bread, confused, like no actual highlights.
It's not about being confused, right? Like the boys live in Miami. Like what can I say? Like we splurged all of our budget on just making sure that we celebrate every win with a night out, and we just didn't have anything left over for that highlight reel, so we had to use an iPhone and just kind of just roll with it. And the bread is actually what they have in their dorms to eat. That's all they get for their meal plan. We can't afford anything else. It all went into this season, so it's boom or bust at this point.
Chris, I have a question for you. When you say, you guys are, hang out in Miami, is it more of like a Will Smith vibe or like a Mr. Worldwide vibe?
It's definitely Mr. Worldwide.
It's got to be Mr. Worldwide.
Right.
I need to see if I need to get the bread again because
And meanwhile, the Evil Empire has like 111 pitching points tonight.
But Luke Weaver just minus 22 from Luke Weaver. I think Kirk gave me minus 8. Chapman gave me minus 13.
Never mind the 63 from Eduardo Rodriguez.
Oh, well, I could complain about the 60 missed points in the bullpen, Nash. This is about winning, okay? I know
Chris,
it's not in Louisville, but
I have a little present for you. Somebody wanted to come and say hi, and wanted to wish you luck on this national championship this week.
It is. Boy, man, Davis Martin is going to go. If I win a championship with Davis Martin starting every single game for my team, that's just the stuff of legends.
I agree.
Davis Martin is a good player. I feel like this is one of those things So let's actually talk. The championship game is 2 weeks, right? And, you're throwing out still some of these guys that, like you were talking about Seymour today, you threw them out. Not the greatest results, but you're still going to be throwing out guys like Davis Martin. At the end of the day, I feel like you've always been one of those guys that say, look, they're on the team, I'm going to start them. You've got 2 weeks ahead here. You've done some analysis on the matchup. We have some time. Let's hear your honest opinion. What are your thoughts going into this matchup? How do you feel? Give something for the people to work with here. It doesn't have to be trash talk. It could be actual analysis.
So, looking at it objectively, I don't think, obviously, waivers are going to run later tonight, and we're going to have 2 more runs on Sunday and next Thursday. So things can change, right? And, we know that so far pitching has been king. At the end of the day, that's what ended up, in our matchup last Sunday, good versus evil and Cal. It was 4 pitchers versus 4 pitchers, and maybe my 4 pitchers weren't the greatest names, right? But they came out there and they performed, and Northern Colorado is going to get an opportunity, right? He has more FAB than I do to add a couple starts. That being said, I do think that it's been a very positive trend where the team with the most starts, at least in the national tournament, and I can probably look back into the conference tournament, they typically have a bit of an edge. Our start differential isn't enormous, and we share about three or 4 starters, not including a couple of the minor leaguers that we've agreed since we share, we're probably going to keep down, so we don't have to drop players unnecessarily. It's just they're going to cancel out. That being said, I feel like Northern Colorado has the disadvantage of not having more starters available to them, right? I got Crochet on a Monday. He got Screwball on a Sunday. So I automatically started with like an 80-point performance from Garrett Crochet, which was huge because he had a couple mishaps here lately. And I think that as the week goes on, he's going to be forced to start all of his iffy starts, right? If you look at the matchup right now, I have about 140 points on him, and we've had almost the same amount of pitchers go, if not the same amount. And that doesn't bode well for anyone, right? Because you've had the same opportunity to score. Maybe the starts haven't been the same quality, right? We don't expect Eduardo Rodriguez to put up 60 points, especially since I picked him up as a senior and he was averaging like 12 points. But all in all, Northern Colorado is going to be down a couple starts. They do have Cal Raleigh on offense, which is dangerous. Like I said, they got Tariq Skubal. I've got Crochet. So you've got that 1-2 in the Cy Young race in the American League who they'll get about 3 starts apiece. So, and then when we say this a lot, right, it's going to come down to the others. We share a lot of big bats, right? He shares Suzuki, Naylor, Bellinger, and names like that. And he lost Trey Turner, right? He lost Trey Turner, and that's a big blow at this point. Trey Turner was his second best bat or third best bat, if I'm not mistaken. So offensively, even though my offense the last couple of weeks has been teetering, I think I also have the edge on the offensive side. So if his pitching doesn't outpitch me the rest of the way, it's going to be a bit of a tall task because my offense at least has more power, right? And we've said it since week 1. Power is king here, and you know, if his best bats are also on my roster, there's not a lot of ways for him to make up that gap. So obviously it's really early. You said it's 2 weeks. There's so much baseball left to be played. Look at, you know, you saw the pen tonight, right? Like you could have nights like tonight and then nights like he had yesterday. Shout out to Jim. Yesterday he had like 90 points from his bullpen. So that's gonna factor in, and we'll see. You know, maybe if the Mets decide to, you know, have a lead in the 9th, Edwin Diaz can come out and do something. And that's part of it, right? Like he has really good shutdown closers who will perform well as long as they get that save. And at the end of the day, I don't want to get ahead of myself, right? I feel comfortable with the 140-point lead. But again, if this was a 1-week matchup, I'd feel very confident, right? Because I'll probably grab a start or 2 in the waivers today if I can, and just kind of throw them out there. I don't want to leave anything, you know, on the bench. Going back to Cal, right? Cal left Seymour on the bench. He lost by 10 points. Seymour gave him 32. So those are things that, you know, you look back on and you say, man, I should have done this or I should have done that. And the same thing goes for waivers. Cal didn't put in a claim for Mitch Ferris, and he had more fab than I did, and he wanted to block it, and he didn't. And Mitch Ferris was the last game on Sunday, and he was the reason I won. So still a lot left to be played. Again, 3 waiver wire runs. Injuries happen, right? I lost Eovaldi, so I'm down my second best pitcher. But at the end of the day, you know, it's 2 weeks gives you enough time to kind of balance out the starts, right? So even if I may have a couple more than he does, it's going to look like 38, 39 to like 36, right? So it's not a huge difference. And I'm throwing out there, you know, I threw Seymour out there today, right? So like it's not like the most consistency, the biggest consistency in terms of pitching. But I mean, he's got a good team, man. He got here for a reason. He's lost twice. He hasn't lost. He didn't lose in the conference tournament. He's the champ. Obviously didn't lose to get here, so it's not going to be easy to knock him down, especially in a 2-week format. But you know, I'm confident that, you know, after coming from behind on Sunday, that the boys can pull through.
Yeah, so I mean, now you've talked about this before too. Like, we're getting towards the end of the season. There's some starters being moved. There are some starters being changed. You know, you had Assad. Taillon is actually out there instead of Assad today, right? You saw the Crochet being moved earlier in the playoffs might have actually benefited you now, right? And this is one of those things that it can be a bit of a pain in the ass, though, right? Because at the end of the day, you think you have these starts in hand, and then 2 days later, you might find out somebody's being pushed into next week or something. But you generally sound like you're calm and you're confident here.
The thing is, and I don't want to sound content, right? I hate that in sports. Like I hate when teams get to the finals and they're just like, oh, we're just happy to be there, because that's lame. You play to win, right? And I want to win, but I'm content in the fact that like this will be the easiest loss if I do lose, right? Because I can cry myself to sleep saying that I finished second and I pocketed whatever the amount is. I think it's like 500, right? And it's not about the money, but it's a nice little cushion if you do lose, that you know you're getting that guaranteed. That being said, I don't think losing would hurt any less, right? You made it this far. Like I said, you want to win. You only get the inaugural season once, and my team, more so than his, he does have a lot of seniors, but my team is extremely senior heavy. So if I don't win it this year, it's going to be a while before I contend. So it definitely, you know, no jokes, not trying to throw out a joke. It definitely does mean a lot to me in that regard, because I know I'm not going to come back here next year, right? So just want to make sure. That's why I kind of just want to throw all the starts that I have out there, and I want to leave it all on the table, because if I lose because I didn't start someone, then it's gonna be a sour taste in my mouth for a while, which I'm sure Chris from Cal is definitely feeling after sitting Seymour. And good luck to him. We're playing in the NABL semis this week that I just found out like today, so shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been very consistent all year talking about how you don't want to bench any of your starters, even if the matchup might not be advantageous to them. So, and I think it's kind of cool that helped carry your run to this point. I mean, yeah, you have some good pitching. Shout out Davis Martin, but I mean, your team's known for its bats. That's you're the best offense in the league. So I do think that is important, and it's cool that your strategy that you adopted early on is really what carried you to where you are now.
Yeah, I can say for sure that I know that Ash is rooting for you in the hopes that if the number one offense wins the league, he gets to be really happy. If it was the number one pitching offense in the league that won, like, he'd be like hurting people. So if the number one offense wins the league and hitters win, he gets to sleep easy at night. And so I know that he's rooting for you in his corner of the world in hopes that hitting still matters over here.
It does, actually. You saw the stats from Mr. Pink.
I didn't actually, but I'll take your word for it.
I also in the promo video that we got from Jesse, I know that NorCal isn't here to read his statement, but you did have a statement here, Chris, and I kind of want to give you an opportunity to read that with whatever intent or voice you'd like to.
Oh no, that's okay. I don't need to read it. You can read it for me, Ram. There's no voice.
No, I can't read here at UConn, so we're gonna have to pull this up here. And
if this was last week, I would have had you read it, because it would have been this. There's just no. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a backstory. I was hung out to dry by my own conference mate and Jesse. Shout out to our video editor, and actually he does all the things for the video. He didn't tell me how personal Northern Colorado got with his statement, and he waited till after to say, "Hey, I should have maybe said to go a little bit harder." I didn't. I ironically went harder in my statement last week to a really good friend in Chris. But yeah, I mean, it was just, I guess I'll actually, let Peter read it. I don't want to read that, Rand. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Well, I will say Luke does know how that feels. Kind of happened to him a little bit, but it's fine. It's all good. All right. Well, listen, in Rutgers, we don't put a lot of money into our reading program, so we'll see how this goes. The Panthers took down the Pooh Bears, Cal, last week in a thrilling final game on Sunday off the cojones.
Cojones. Yeah, there you go. Put a little spice on it.
Yeah. Do you mind if a white boy speaks a little Spanish? Of Mitch Forrest. Much like his co-player of the week, Davis Martin. Shout out Davis Martin. Many doubted him. Many doubted.
You're from the South. Don't act like you haven't heard cojones before. Don't even.
He's not from that part of the South. All right. And the Panthers pitching staff on the final day, but the band of misfits have no social media and no access to TV on campus, so they did not hear the naysayers. In the battle of good versus evil, evil has won. The Chris Cup is coming home to South Florida with our eyes set on the Yogi Bears of Northern Colorado and the inaugural CBL National Championship. The FIU Panthers take great pride in upsetting the tournament favorites, Uncle Claus, or whatever their mascot is called. There's only room for one blue and gold champion. I just have one thing left to say. One bear, cub down, one more cub to go. And that's the bottom line, because Evil Chris said so.
And you said you felt that his statement got a little bit more personal than you expected.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, kudos to him, man. I take pride in being able to get that out of my opponents, right? I feel personally responsible for Delaware coming out of nowhere and just getting extremely personal. But Northern Colorado took it a step further and went hard. So I'll give him kudos there.
I'm not reading that one.
Who from the class wants to volunteer to read this one?
All right, Ram, I think it's all you, bud.
It's a lot of words here, huh?
It is.
You did tell Jesse that you wanted to do the voiceovers for these videos, so this
I
is
did.
an
I
audition.
want to do the actual voiceover so we could avoid the British CBL moment, but we got the British CBL moment where it started off very. Yeah, I mean, it started off very American and then turned into like good versus evil, the CBL. But let's see what Lee had to throw out here for Chris, because I think it also deserves its fair time. Evil versus good, bad Chris versus unknown Lee. WCC versus it just means more, blah, blah, blah conference. What really is this championship all about? It's about the way you play the game. Here at UNC, we pride ourselves on our fair and balanced trading philosophy. We didn't have to take advantage of others. We didn't have to take people to the woodshed. We make fair and balanced deals. And look at where it got us, to the championship match. On the other side, can we really say the same thing? We're here to prove that you can win without setting other teams back 6 years. That's what we shall see these next 2 weeks, good versus evil. And I'm hopeful good shall prevail, and the not talked about WCC shall reign supreme and shock the world. No one believed. And we want to classily shovel in all the doubters' faces. UNC Bears to close. We will not forget that no one picked us to win. We will not forget that we only had 28.57% of the vote to even win the WCC. We will remember, however, that Vegas odds made by Baylor is a genius and shall not be slandered. Good luck to the Final Four teams. Thanks to all the people who made this league possible, their work and time spent to make this what it is. Sincerely, Lee. So,
shout out Alfredo.
I like me some fettuccine Alfredo. I don't know about you guys.
So does Chris. But
I'm craving some Italian food right now.
I love the Italians.
Oh my God. Italians aren't real.
Jimbo, this is when I began trading off everything. But it's funny, we got a little spike in our viewership from the guys, I assume from some of the CBL guys looking to hear those statements, so I'm glad they got to have their moment. Shout out to Lee for putting together a statement. Of course, shout out to Chris, too, for keeping in the spirit of the game and putting one together, too. We have a week and a half to go, and it's already underway. I mean, this is it. This is for all the marbles. It's for a good amount of money. Hookers, cocaine, whatever anybody wants to spend that money on. I'm not really the one to judge, but
more Tom Brady things.
I'm honestly, shout out to you guys. I'm honestly kind of sad it's almost done. Right? Like I told my wife when I hopped on, I was like, this may be like, I don't know if we're having a show. Probably not a show next week. We'll probably wait till the recap on the week after. So we might be down to our last show in 2 weeks until at least some of the movement in the off season starts and we start kind of talking about preseason rankings and whatnot. But
and she was very excited to hear that.
I'm sorry.
He said she was excited to hear that.
Oh, ecstatic. I told her, hey, I have till 10:20, 10:30 today because it's the New York Power. And she was like, oh, thank God. Unfortunately, she's going to have to watch it. But at least I don't have to be
At least you'll be in the darkness during it.
We will we'll happily shout out Chris's wife in that moment. But no, I agree. By the way, Jim understanding. By the way, he understands you well, Chris. Hookers and blow is all we know. But I definitely think we probably won't do anything next week because it's just going to be in the midst of it. Hopefully we've seen Lee pick up a little bit in the Discord and talk a little bit, which is good. All we can hope for is a good matchup. And it looks like we're going to get a tightly contested matchup. That's all we expected out of a final here for the first championship game in the CBL. And yeah, I mean, by the time we do preseasons and draft, yeah, but your wife can take solace in the fact that CBL content is coming to a close, so she won't have to hear from it. Unless, of course, you win, in which case, like, you start going around with like championship belts and things like that.
Oh, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So I think that we'll have to wait till after, right? My wife was like, "Oh, why don't you?" She honestly said, "Why don't you order stuff now, right, in preparation?" But it'll hurt more if I lose, so I'm not doing that. I'll wait.
I could say it's not that, but you can order it in advance. It doesn't
we're gonna
hurt you.
go all out. We're gonna get champagne bottle. We're gonna do the podcast outside. I can promise you, someone.
Oh, but with the robot?
With the robot in the pool?
Pool robot.
Show us your bank account.
If I win, I'll jump in the pool at whatever time we do the recap show.
Wow.
Wait, can we do that same show? Can Ram be shirtless?
Yeah, Ram Souls is a shirtless podcast.
I know. You guys never gave me the. You guys never. You had.
It was West Virginia. It was West Virginia. Okay.
You had months to give me proof. All right. So
excuse us for assuming you just be man of your word. I guess not. It's all right.
I just asked you to show me the proof. You showed me the proof. I'll do it.
Fair enough.
Well, Chris,
our podcasts are video on demand. They're literally available at any time, anywhere, and nobody.
Yeah, but we talk a lot. Nobody wants to go through all that. It's fine. It's whatever.
You want me to rewatch our shows?
Yeah.
Yes.
You will later, right? Because West Virginia.
Well, I'm definitely going back on that one. Because I know I said West Virginia.
Well, we've learned that at least 60% of this 5-man squad needs a geography lesson. And moving past that, speaking of geography in specific areas, the New York Power Hour is on in just a few minutes. And so I figured that we can do a few little spin-off little takes here and finish up for the moment because we got to set up for the New York Power Hour. So I'll wrap it around here in a circle. Luke, do you have anything that you want to share with the class as we finish up our little CBL spot for the day?
Again, for the record, I said West Virginia. It was definitely West Virginia. And you guys have been here during my lowest moments. I am willing to admit when I am wrong. I am not. I will go back and we will be ready for New York Power Hour. I said West Virginia. Besides that, good luck, Chris. I think you got this one in the bag. You're gonna walk to the championship. It's gonna be an easy.
Can we not say that, please?
It's gonna be the easiest 2 weeks for you, man. It's gonna be a cakewalk. And Lee, you're a great competitor, but Chris has got this. I mean, Chris has got this. This has been his season. He's done all the deals to get this done. And I don't know. I think you really should start buying some championship stuff. If you want, I can start sending it to your house too. If you want. Seriously, good luck, Chris, and good luck to Lee. It's really been a great season, and best of luck to both of y'all.
Appreciate it.
I do want to wish you best luck. I see that Luke has already jinxed you a little bit there, so I'm not going to go too much here. But best luck to you guys. Congrats on making it this far. And Jim, we'll get to that real soon because we get to bitch about the Mets and the Yankees real soon. Please, if they win, take the money and try to fund some of these guys with a little more than just the bread, because I feel and Sarah Lee on top of that too. It's not even like the high quality bread. It's like
what do you mean? That's like a $6 loaf of bread.
Well, that's just
I think that's my thought. If you win, just feed the boys something nice. They deserve it. I think they've worked real hard for you all year, and or get him a phone or something, because if he's trying to call on bread, I mean, I'm a little concerned for the education system down there too. Peter, what do you got to say?
Well, we are running out of time, so I'm going to keep it short. I will say, Chris, good luck to you. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park, but I do think with all of that Pitbull money you got rolling into your school, I do think you will take the win. I take it from someone that has won a championship in this league. It's a wonderful feeling. Ash on the Discord, I would really hope if you can add me to the Championship Hall of Fame there. I think it would really legitimize some of these off-season tournaments that we do. And I am actually 100% serious about that. Please add me. Thank you.
I should have let you go first so I could have used my statement to say how ridiculous that was and no. Ash, what do you have? Because I'll let Chris have final thoughts as we sign off after.
No, I just want to thank everybody again. Thank you guys for being on the show tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank everybody who's been a part of the league this year. It's been fun. Looking forward to hashing out, some changes that we're going to make for next year. And hopefully we can just make the league bigger and better than ever before. Maybe add some pro rel and a whole nother 128 teams in a second division. No, I'm kidding.
Relegation league, baby.
But good luck, Chris, the rest of the way. It'll be interesting to see if this matchup gets a little tighter. Hopefully it goes down to the wire. So looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Chris, you've got last thoughts. Send us home.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it short. I honestly I'm assuming that Northern Colorado is going to watch this because he alluded to that in his statement. So all I ask is that the baseball gods give us a Sunday where it's close so we can watch the final game, and hopefully it has an impact in the final outcome, and that he's watching with us, right? That's the only thing I ask, right? We'll joke around, whatever, and we'll have a live reaction if that's the case. I feel like we missed an opportunity last week with Cal, and good Chris to do that. But man, I mean, good luck to Lee again. It's a flex in and of itself, right? Who, regardless of wins of making it this far in 128 team league, I know I'll wear that badge proudly, win or lose. I changed my profile picture on Discord, and if I don't win, that's going to be the final flag that I'll hoist. But yeah, congrats to Lee. Best of luck, and we will see you in approximately 2 weeks for the recap. And if I lose, you won't see me. I'm kidding. No, I'll be here either way. But make sure you guys tune in to the New York Power Hour starting in literally like 90 seconds. So yeah, stay in, comment, harass the New Yorkers on how bad their baseball teams are. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, best of luck to you again, Chris. Best of luck to Lee. Hope all goes well with no injuries for either teams. And we're going to see you in a few minutes, as he alluded to, on the New York Power Hour. So for one half of the night, on behalf of Ash, myself, Peter, Luke, and Evil Chris, we're going to sign off. A few of us will see you in just a few minutes.
Wonderful.